Kyle Walker and Anni Kilner: The History of Love and Fury Drama. As love story in fictional stories, Kyle and Anni first met in their hometown of Sheffield when she was 15. And he was 17 as love at first sight. But love is ruined by contentious betrayal. The Beginning. During Euro 2016, Walker his eyes down on bombshell Playboy model Carla Howe was caught messaging her while he was in France with the England team. At the team hotel in Chantilly, the footballer first met the model at a party, where they reportedly exchanged numbers. She found out Kyle has a girlfriend, so now ignores his messages as she doesn't want it to go any further with him. But his nature overcame him in the second round, and he found an easy catch and someone who agreed with his whims: fling with ex on the beach star Laura Brown. Laura Brown told friends she felt exploited by the Manchester City defender after discovering he had a long-term girlfriend. She then messaged Anni Kilner, detailing their tryst in the back of his Bentley. When the mother of three, Anni messaged back asking for proof. The ex on the beach star reportedly sent a selfie of her and Kyle taken in their family home. Who thought the defender was single when they met during a night out in Manchester in September 2018. Reportedly, Brown wrote to her friend to say, "He's a rat, he was always funny and a nice guy to me, but when I found out he was actually with you and kids, I'm not that girl to keep seeing him. I know you've been together long time, but it's no excuse for him." She told a friend at the time, "I felt exploited. Because he's a rich footballer, he felt that he could treat me how he wanted." Continuing with his whims, during the pandemic, Kyle allegedly hosted a sex party with 2 escorts. The footballer and a friend paid £2,200 for Louise McNamara, 21, and a 24-year-old Brazilian call girl to visit his Cheshire home. The escorts left on the same day. Sheffield-born Walker told fans to stay indoors. Single mother of one, Louise at the time is studying criminology at Manchester Metropolitan University, said she did not recognize the footballer at first and was sent a message from her boss saying they had a high-profile client. She says she left the flat with the other woman at around 2 a.m. The funny in the matter: later that day, Walker issued his plea in an interview for everyone to stay at home, to said that stay indoors, keep washing your hands, keep following the protocols, and just protect the NHS. It's been tough, but first and foremost, we have to think about other people's health and protecting the elderly and family members that can spread it. Walker apologized for the incident. "I understand that my position as a professional footballer brings the responsibility of being a role model." He find his chance. During a temporary split from Anni in February 2020, despite being married to Anni, Walker reportedly bought Lauryn a £2.5 million seaside mansion in Sussex last year. After of Lauryn's first child, Anni and Kyle got back together and married in secret in November 2021. Was a small ceremony. But lying is a short rope. Lauryn revealed she was expecting her second child in March last year. Sharing a photo of herself and son Cairo on Instagram, Lauryn's baby bump could be seen as recently in August 2023. Lauryn gave birth to a daughter and did not publicly disclose her second child's name. She hinting the initials were KW on Instagram. Then, after Anni said her and Kyle had split, Kyle confirmed he was the father of Lauryn's second child. The brunette exchanged vows with Walker in December 2021 following a 12-year relationship, during which they welcomed 3 children. In January 2024, it is revealed that Kyle is the father of Lauryn's second child. In the second week of January, Anni announced her separation from footballer husband Kyle after 2 years of marriage. The brunette exchanged vows with Manchester City and England right-back Walker in December 2021 following a 12-year relationship, during which they welcomed 3 children. But in an Instagram post, Kilner confirmed she has dumped her childhood sweetheart, an 81-cap England international. Man City star Kyle allegedly flashed and kissed another woman in a vodka revolution bar. The Manchester City defender appeared to grind behind the woman. Punters on a night out were shocked by the horrific behavior. Then appeared to expose himself again with other women sitting in a booth at the bar. He is then have walked over to shake their hands and say hello. More footage from the night seems to show him pawing at one of his female friend's breasts and kissing her. Walker, who is expected to play a pivotal role for Gareth Southgate's team at the European Championships in June, is also believed to have moved out of their £2.4 million mansion. She wrote, "Sadly, after many years of marriage and 3 wonderful children together, I have decided to take some time away from Kyle. I do not wish to comment on the position any further. For now, I ask that the privacy of myself and my 3 young children be respected during this difficult time." At the time it was claimed the couple had been having arguments about his involvement with Lauryn. A source said at the time, "Kyle and Annie have been arguing. She said she'd had enough because of all the ongoing stuff with Lauryn. There was another legal meeting involving her and Kyle this week. It's put a real strain on them. Annie has done nothing wrong apart from trust him. She wants to keep things together." But in an Instagram post, Kilner confirmed she has dumped her childhood sweetheart. She wrote, "Sadly, after many years of marriage and 3 wonderful children together, I have decided to take some time away from Kyle. I do not wish to comment on the position any further. For now, I ask that the privacy of myself and my 3 young children be respected during this difficult time." At the time it was claimed the couple had been having arguments about his involvement with Lauryn. Now, Kyle and Annie have been arguing. She said she'd had enough because of all the ongoing stuff with Lauryn. There was another legal meeting involving her and Kyle this week. It's put a real strain on them. Annie has done nothing wrong apart from trust him. She wants to keep things together. Kyle Walker has apologized to his pregnant wife and said that he needs to own up to my mistakes after fathering 2 children with another woman. Walker and Kilner met 12 years before their wedding day, when he was just 17. They now have 3 children together, with a 4th on the way. Walker also has 2 children with model and influencer Lauryn Goodman, a son born in 2020 and a daughter born last year. Walker, who is expected to play a pivotal role for Gareth Southgate's team at the European Championships in June, is also believed to have moved out of their £2.4 million mansion.